If you want to know how to make delicious soft serve ice cream in the Gormia soft serve ice cream machine, then stay tuned and I'll show you how to make this delicious ice cream that actually keeps its shape. Yep, I was going to do this video last week, but did the chocolate comfort ice cream instead. Here it is, dusted this off. I don't use this very much because I'm more of a hard ice cream kind of guy, but loads of people have asked me for more recipes for soft serve, so that's what we're going to do today. So let's pop this on the floor and very briefly talk about why soft serve recipes are different to normal American hard or gelato ice creams. Soft serve recipes generally have a very average amount of fat, somewhere between 10 and 12% fat content, but more importantly, it's the sugar content. Soft serve sugar content is nominal because it needs to freeze in a slightly different way to normal US hard ice cream. In soft serve machines, they are churned in a horizontal batch freezer, and that's where this Gormia machine actually really does perform better than most other ones, because in a standard ice cream machine you've got your bowl there and it churns this way. It is very difficult to include air in a machine that does it like that. But horizontal machines, churning machines, actually do a much better job at incorporating air, so that's a real bonus for this Gormia machine. That's the basics of soft serve. I'll go into more detail on Patreon and for YouTube supporters, but for now, let's look at what we're going to need for this chocolate soft serve ice cream. So you are going to need 480 grams of whole milk, 200 grams of cream from 33 to 36% fat, 40 grams of skim milk powder, 140 grams of sugar, 50 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder, a little pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I do recommend you use something like guar at 0.2 or 0.3 grams. Now, the guar is to help stabilize because soft serve needs to be a very specific texture. So let's just get on and make this. First thing we're going to do is get everything weighed out, ready. Right, so let's get started with our milk, 480 grams. Into that goes 200 grams of our cream. Into a small container, we're going to weigh out our dry ingredients. So is our sugar, 140 grams. Skim milk powder, 40 grams. A little pinch of salt. Cocoa powder, use a strong profile cocoa powder if you can. I'm going to use the Fry's that I used in last week's video. It's actually pretty decent. We need 50 grams of our cocoa powder. And finally, our guar, which is 0.2 to 0.3 grams, not a huge amount. Let's tidy some of this up. So we've got two other things left, super important things. We've got our vanilla extract, which we're not going to put in until we've heated it and it's cooled down a little bit, and my coffee. Our dry ingredients, we're now just going to whisk those together. Again, whisking to break up any large clumps to distribute that guar within our mix as well. With that combined, that can go into our liquid. And we're going to stir this together and get it on heat. We've got guar in this recipe, but that's a cold process stabilizer. We don't need to heat this up super high. We're just going to heat this up enough to dissipate and dissolve that cocoa powder. So somewhere around a 50, 55 Celsius mark. So let's get it up to there and then bring it back. Right, with our soft serve ice cream base off the heat, I've let it cool down for a few minutes now, and we can put our vanilla extract in. Put it in when it's too hot, so 60 degrees, you'll burn off a lot of that volatile alcohol that goes into making this and change the recipe structure. So let it cool down. 1 teaspoon. If you're unsure, you absolutely can put this in after it's completely chilled down, because we're about to put this in the fridge overnight. So with that in mind, let's get this chilled down. If you want to use an ice bath to cool this down, by all means, we do need to allow this to rest. So I'm going to leave this in the refrigerator overnight so that the stabilizer's got time to completely hydrate, and our serum phase, which is not something I've really discussed before, has time to bond with the rest of the ingredients. So in we go. That's going to go in the fridge overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow when we churn it. Right, let's get this mixed back up. We're on. Let's pour this inside. Right, soft serve. Let's go. While we unload the machine, there we go. Image on the screen, our chocolate soft serve with salted caramel sauce over the top. Really nice soft serve texture. Let's just shut that up. Really nice soft serve texture, different to hard ice cream, like I said earlier. The balance is different, the freezing point is different, and the serving temperature is different. So you can put hard ice cream in here, but it will not act the same as soft serve. So keep that in mind. But we've got, here we go, the first one, and then obviously the second one with the caramel sauce on. Holding its shape, not turning into liquid straight away. Good kind of, you know, hold, just like you'd expect from the stores. This is the kind of consistency that you need if you want to dip this into chocolate and then it go hard. That's a very viral thing over the last couple of years. You need to get that recipe right if that's something you want to do. If you want to do it, then make homemade magic shell ice cream topping, which is essentially just chocolate and a neutral oil like coconut oil, unflavored coconut oil, so refined coconut oil. I actually quite like olive oil with chocolate. And the oil changes the consistency of the chocolate, means you can dip it and then it just goes hard. So there we go, there's that. That's kind of staying there. And yeah, chocolate soft serve. There we go, chocolate soft serve, super easy recipe to make. Different to US hard ice cream and gelato. If you want to see some more soft serve recipes, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week when I make something else.